Very good morning. This is Madan, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Kamaraj College of Engineering and Technology. Today, we are going to see about live case study on medical additive manufacturing. This is foremost advanced technology which is implemented nowadays in everywhere, and this is the overall content today I am going to present to you all. First, introduction about medical additive manufacturing, and followed by the introduction of case studies and workflow, how the case study can be various stages, how it can be derived, and finally what is the outcome of this surgical metal additive manufacturing, and at last we discussed advantages and limitations over here, and we will see one by one. First, introduction. It is a digital process that create personalized medical device, implant and anatomical model by building them layer by layer from CAD modeling. Actually, the 3D printer is presently widely used in medical implant. We create bone as well as implant by using metal additive manufacturing. Mostly we have used titanium, and in a polymer we have used PMMA material. These are the material widely used in additive manufacturing in the field of medical field, and it is transform medical care by enabling customized solution. It is a customized solution and complex geometries. It's metal additive manufacturing. We can able to create a complex structure and also surgical accuracy. It will improve the surgical accuracy of the implant, and advanced tissue engineering. This is under the research, the tissue engineering is over there, and ultimately it is enhanced efficient and patient outcome. This is the overall introduction about the metal additive manufacturing. And why additive manufacturing in medical field? Customized for patient specific treatment, because everyone has their own medical structure. In every person, different types of medical and bone structure, everything is differ. So based on the different structure, we can able to build our implant based on and customized based on the person's bone structure, and this is the foremost advantages of using additive manufacturing in medical specific applications, and reduce surgical time. Nowadays for a open skull medicine surgery, the time taken is very huge time. Now if we used metal additive manufacturing in the field of open skull operation, we can able to reduce the time. Automatically it will increase the risk of the patients. That is foremost another one importance of additive manufacturing. And cost effective production of complex parts, and if you manufacture the complex part in the traditional manufacturing method, it will take lot of time and it will involve lot of manufacturing activities. It is lead to increase the time and it will lead to increase the risk of the patients. So additive manufacturing will reduce the various manufacturing process into single manufacturing process as a metal additive manufacturing. And of course, the rapid prototyping for doctors and surgeons widely used nowadays. And now next we go to real-time case study is nothing but 3D printed titanium cranial implant. Actually, the patient suffered the cranial bone issue. So this is a foremost high critical surgery is nowadays, and the name is the 32 years old man with several chronic bone loss due to trauma, And what is the challenges in this operation? Large skull defect required in the precision reconstruction is required, more precision is required. And also, what is the solution? The only solution we go with 3D printed the patient specific titanium implant is a titanium alloy implant, and this is the actually what we are going to do in the final stage. This is a real time case study. And what is the workflow? This is it has 6 steps. First, the patient can be skull data can be retrieved from using CT scan. Normally we did a lot of CT scans, and normally we see the CT scan is a 2-dimensional outcome. Actually, in the back end of the system, it has 3-dimensional coordinate systems are there. We collect each. This is a dot, I made it. This is a dot, I made it. The each structure, the shape, the 3-dimensional data can be received from CT scan. But normally we didn't see that because we see only the 2-dimensional data in the printout of the outcome of the CT scan. But back end we can able to get the 3-dimensional data, and by using the 3-dimensional data we can receive, and it will be converted into modeling softwares. That is the second stage, digital 3D model creation, CAD and medical image software. The foremost medical engineering software we have used the Materialist Magic and Digicom, and SLML softwares is presently available. Mostly they are all the softwares are not in the open source because it's highly paid softwares. And by using this 3-dimensional data, we can able to create 3D model as a sculpt model. By using the sculpt model, we can able to convert our idea to implement the titanium structural design. For this is actual dimension of the skull. This is a broken head. So the broken head data can be, the 3D image can be created by using medical image softwares, as we discussed already. And after the image creation, we go for design customized implant. This is actually a printed 3D printed PMMA material, normal FDM printed part. But by using this part, what we have done is we are trying to, before implement the real case, we made it to trial surgery. By using this trial surgery, we can able to structurize the what is a final outcome what we acquired in the broken head skull. We can able to make it by using this structure, and we can make it as possible, but particularly in this structure. And this is customized implant stage. And what is the next stage is, after getting the customized image, we can trying to create real titanium implemented design. This is actually a 3-dimensional design. After getting this 3-dimensional and a lot of validation, we can able to create by using SLM is not, and EBM, electron beam melting, and selective laser melting. This is through metal additive manufacturing method widely used for additive metal additive manufacturing in titanium product, alloy products. By using this software, we can able to create the 3D, and as well as we will print the final metal additive manufacturing product. Once the final stage is accepted, we go for some trial testing basics. Already we create this model using PMA material, and we implement this entire structure into in the already skull printed model, and this is a titanium 3D printed metal additive manufacturing, which is implemented in the again the trial model. This is a testing stage. After this testing the object, we will go to implement the real case. And once it is finalized, here where the stretching points has to be find out. These are the stretching points. This is by using this stage, the stretching points has to be finalized by the various doctors, and once it's finalized, the last stage, surgical implant. This is an actual image of 32-year-old man, surgical implant. This is a stretching point. That stretching point already we finalized through the sample testing, and this is actually a titanium mesh type 3D printed metal additive manufacturing. It will be implanted in the head, and finally this is the final image. This is a before implementation. This is after implementation. The problems can be cured. The purpose of this this is a successful implementation, and the zero post surgical complaints, and also reduce operation time by 30% compared to the traditional method, and improve aesthetic and patient recovery ratio, and also the long term monitoring shows stable integration with skull bone, and this is a what outcome of this entire work. And what are the advantages? Of course, the precise fit, no need for interpolation modification, and lightweight and durable titanium alloy structure, and personalized solution within 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks we can able to get the personalized solution and improve patient confidence and quality of the life. What is the limitation over here? Whatever the maybe advanced technology, there is a limitations are there. What are the limitations? The regulatory approval is nothing but a FDA and a CE marketing. These are the regulatory approval we need to get from the before implement the operation. High material equipment cost, and of course the metal additive manufacturing, the initial cost is very huge, and no need high skilled biomedical engineers. Biomedical engineers, high skilled professions are there to create the titanium structure, and long term biological compatibility still under the studies, because the compatibility issues are there. Recently we have using only PMMA and titanium product only, but is it sufficient? No, we need to find out more material to implant this. So biocompatible material, the research has to be improved to overcome the current issue, and this is what the real case study of metal additive manufacturing in the field of additive manufacturing. Thank you.